peacock, Captain. You gotta let me fly on this one.
I think we just found a transformer.
Never rob a bank crossing Medina with the best donuts in 3 counties.
Okay, now I need a jelly donut. And there are definitely no donuts here. Hey everyone, I'm Abbey Sharp. Welcome back to Abby's Kitchen. Today I'm going to be taking a look-see at what veteran actor Mark Wahlberg eats in a day. Now before we get started, don't forget to check out my free hunger crushing combo ebook and my probiotic protein powder New Theory in the description. Okay, I'm so excited to tell you about my sponsor today. Let's talk about Nourish. So as a dietitian, you know I am all about getting one-on-one RD support over following some random influencers' advice online. But I get so many messages from a lot of you that you've just kind of struggled to find an RD that will accept your unique insurance plan, which is why I really recommend Nourish. So Nourish is the easiest way to find a registered dietitian and get it covered by your insurance. They accept hundreds of insurance plans in all 50 US states, with 94% of their patients paying $0 out of pocket. They also have RDs who specialize in a variety of health concerns, from weight management to eating disorders to IBS, diabetes, and more. The dietitians don't just hand you a one-size-fits-all program. They provide personalized nutrition therapy through flexible online care, so it's very convenient and super effective for long-term behavior changes. Plus, Nourish has an amazing app where you can discuss strategies with your dietitian, track your symptoms, and easily manage your appointment. If you are looking to get some one-on-one RD support and to have it covered effortlessly by your insurance plan, go to usenourish.com/Abby to find a great RD fit for you. So let's get started.
I got up, I take my vitamins, I drink my water, I have a little dissolvable zinc tablet.
So I think it's a great habit to start every morning with a full glass of water. And one of the things I like to do is to try to have another glass of water while I'm making my coffee or tea. I just feel like there are very few times in the day when the world is quiet and you're not surrounded by people with needs. So I just find morning is a really good time to get ahead on the hydration. As for the supplements, zinc has a lot of amazing benefits and potential uses as a supplement, most notably for immunity, eye health, cognition and mood regulation, and sperm quality. So yeah, keeping the spunk in the swimmers.
What did he say?
I don't know what he's using it for, but what I do want people to know, because it's something that I feel like isn't really talked about very often when it comes to zinc, is if you are taking zinc supplements regularly, you absolutely need to be supplementing with copper as well. So 1 gram of copper for about every 10 to 15 grams of zinc. Otherwise, zinc can actually cause copper deficiency, which can lead to anemia, thyroid problems, and osteoporosis. And this actually happened to me once because I basically ran out of copper when I was filling my pill packs, and then I just blanked and forgot about it for weeks because it wasn't sitting in front of me. It just dropped out of my routine. And eventually my scalp started burning. And I figured out that, yeah, I had created a bit of an imbalance. But I stopped the zinc and the imbalance corrected, and it was all good.
And then I have a triple espresso. I'll have my coffee, go in the cold plunge, come out, and then I'll have my creatine and my branched chain aminos while I'm working out.
Well, that'll wake you up. This guy clearly likes his mornings a little more extreme than I do. But anyway, different strokes for different folks. As for the supplements, BCAAs, or branched chain amino acids, are the 3 amino acids leucine, isoleucine, and valine, which are best known for their role in muscle protein synthesis, particularly leucine. And while yes, they are absolutely imperative to muscle growth, they're not actually all that useful all on their own. We actually need all the essential amino acids to be present in the body to effectively build muscle. So research suggests that you're much better off consuming a complete protein powder with adequate leucine than just isolated BCAAs. And also keep in mind that a lot of plant-based proteins do not meet leucine's optimal threshold for muscle protein synthesis, which is arguably the most important amino acid for the job. So this is exactly why we enhance the leucine in our protein powder at New Theory for optimal muscle protein synthesis. As for creatine, I've actually done a whole video on that, but in short, it has been shown to enhance muscle growth, improve exercise performance, and speed up recovery, among many other benefits. And it's not just for super active people like Mark, but like for regular recreationalists as well. And finally, the cold plunge. You know, a lot of people would argue with Mark to do the dip after the workout, since, you know, a lot of research does show that it can help with preventing muscle soreness or DOMS. However, if your goal is gains, plunging before your workout like Mark did would actually likely be best. So researchers found that regular use of cold water plunging can actually blunt some of the processes that contribute to muscle hypertrophy and strength. So you don't want to suppress your gains, obviously. So I suggest either saving the plunging for a rest or a cardio day, or getting into the water at least 4 hours before you train. But okay, now I'm hungry.
I had 5 eggs, I had 2 hard-boiled eggs and 3 scrambled eggs. I had a pork chop with just a little bit of salt and pepper on it. I had wild smoked salmon, some Greek yogurt, and berries. And then I had green juice with moringa.
That is a solid meal right there, but it's almost just all protein. And obviously protein is so important for muscle protein synthesis. Research does suggest that we want to aim for around 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram per day of protein for muscle growth specifically, but not so much protein that it edges out other important nutrients, including carbs.
Is butter a carb?
Carbs help us replenish our glycogen stores after a hard training session. And there is evidence that a low-carb diet tends to lower performance in strength workouts, which could potentially compromise strength and muscle gain over time. Yes, I see some like carbs in the berries, and like maybe there's a little bit in the green juice, but as a percentage of calories, it's looking very skewed. As for the moringa, which I recently found out is also called a drumstick tree, I want a drumstick tree. That sounds like a tree that I want to have. A tree I would want to prune. But anyway, this may seem like one of those super trendy ingredients that I would normally just roll my eyes at, but it does actually offer some legit benefits. No ice cream, sadly, but other benefits. It is extremely nutrient dense, with 7 times the vitamin C found in oranges, 10 times the vitamin A found in carrots, 17% the calcium found in milk, 15% the potassium in bananas, and 25% the iron found in spinach. And there is also some specific evidence that it can help reduce blood sugar levels, with one study finding that 1.5 teaspoons reduced fasting glucose by 13.5% in 3 months. Ultimately, it is a powerful source of antioxidants, and in the world of like superfood powders, it's actually not crazy expensive. So yeah, I just think it's a great little smoothie added.
Yeah, at 11 o'clock, I had chicken breast, chicken thigh, sweet potato, broccoli, a bowl of fruit, blueberry, blackberry, raspberry, strawberry, and then I had a handful of pistachios and I had a handful of almonds.
Okay, so this is giving textbook celebrity diet.
You basic.
Like literally open any tabloid magazine where they tell you what that celeb ate to lose 10 pounds, 20 pounds, whatever, and it'll be this exactly. And I mean, nutritionally, it's amazing. Like it is a perfect hunger crushing combo. Protein in the chicken, fiber in the sweet potato, broccoli, and fruit, plus healthy fats in the nuts. So yeah, we love it. I just kind of hope that there's like a sauce or something in there. Just maybe.
2 o'clock, I had salmon sashimi, crab salad with a little cucumber, and a couple pieces of chicken breast.
Oh my God, I just got hit with a wave of nostalgia. Do you remember when the Wahlbergs had that reality show and they launched Wahlburgers and they made this huge marketing campaign about how much they love burgers? That was fun. But anyway, I have kind of lost track of what meal this is. Is this second lunch, afternoon snack, pre-dinner? Again, it's still straight up protein. And I appreciate the cucumber addition, a little kind of green garnishy action there, but probably not doing that much in the way of fiber to help complement or counteract the heavy protein load.
Tonight I'll have a nice steak, some sea bass or halibut, something, and a vegetable.
Same. You know, we got a couple different protein options and a low carb veg. And honestly, I almost never worry about people consuming too much protein, seeing as protein is notoriously very hard to overeat, even with considerable effort. And despite what the frugivores out there may tell you, right, Poppy? A high protein diet is not associated with kidney issues in healthy individuals. So protein in itself is really not my concern, but there's still two associated risks here. One, all of Mark's many protein choices are animal or marine based. Like, there ain't no wee little chickpea in sight. And the poultry and the seafood, I'm not concerned about. But if the steak or pork chop portions are quite large and daily, there would be a concern about increased risk of heart disease and certain cancers. And two, all this protein seems to be displacing other important nutrients that help to reduce these chronic disease risks, namely fiber and antioxidants. They're obviously there based on his diet recall, but in what relative proportions, we don't really know. So generally speaking, a quick rule of thumb is for protein to make up no more than 35% of your daily calories or 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight to reduce these risks. And again, I don't know what his portions look like. I mean, maybe he's eating a whole bag of sweet potatoes and throwing off my math here. But I would just venture to say that he's well past those thresholds on the protein.
It's just become such a routine for me now. Eating right, exercising, I feel good. So it's something really that I look forward to. Everything for me was so extreme. So now, like I said, I finally figured it out at 50 something years old. Don't wait until you're 50 to figure it out.
I love that Mark is in a place where he enjoys eating well. You know, I think part of that comes with maturity because you just kind of realize that feeling bloated or dealing with like blood sugar highs and lows just doesn't feel good and you don't have the time to feel like crap. But it also comes with changing your mindset around food. You know, when foods are no longer good or bad, you're just more likely to want foods that legit feel good to your body. Like when I stopped restricting foods, I actually realized that the candy that I was binging on, I didn't even like. Like, I don't even like candy. I don't crave it. I don't want it. I only craved it when I could not have it. But yeah, speaking of craving what you cannot have, they always have to ask about the ubiquitous cheat day.
As long as I do the cheat meal right this time, because what I'm thinking about is like, okay, I gotta have either some tequila and I'll have chocolate and I'll have some other dessert and, you know, 5 different kinds of pasta after not having anything and eating clean. And then I wonder why I don't feel good the next day.
Yeah. This is always the risk of making a super duper healthy diet, like a strict routine, as he calls it, that it becomes more like an obsession or something that any deviation from would cause distress. That is when healthy eating becomes unhealthy. And while I obviously could write a book about that, maybe I am. Maybe there is something I'm working on. I don't know. Anyways, if this works for Mark and he feels truly happy and fulfilled eating this way on the regular, amazing. But I hope he leaves some room for an order of those super amazing tater tots at Wahlberg's in a day that isn't like a full-on cheat day or whatever it is that brings him joy. Healthy eating should not be an on or off switch. And learning how to live in the gray and eat in the gray can be a continual, lifelong process. But on that note, that's all that I have for you guys today. A quick reminder to please be kind in the comments. And if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. It really, really does help me out. And if you're looking for a way to integrate protein into your day in like a more modest way, check out my 2-in-1 probiotic protein powder, New Theory. And I'll see you next time on Abby's Kitchen. Bye.